In April 2000, Ronaldo Nazario lay on an operating table in Paris. His right kneecap had just exploded for the second time. The greatest footballer on the planet was 23 years old, and doctors were not sure he would ever walk normally again, let alone play professional football. This is the story of how the boy from Bento Ribeiro became O Fenomeno, lost everything, and came back to deliver the greatest World Cup performance of all time. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima was born on September 18, 1976, in Itaguai, a suburb of Rio de Janeiro. His family was so poor that his parents could not afford the fee for his birth certificate. It was issued 4 days late. The doctor who delivered him did it for free. In return, Ronaldo's father gathered 3 kilos of shrimp from the beach and gave it to the doctor as thanks. They even named their son after him. Ronaldo grew up in Bento Ribeiro, a working-class neighborhood in northern Rio. He later described it as lower middle class, not a slum, but a place where money was always tight. His mother and father both worked, but when Ronaldo was 11, his parents separated. He dropped out of school and started spending more time on the streets, kicking a ball against any wall he could find. Football was not a dream yet. It was an escape. At 12, Ronaldo joined a local futsal team called Social Ramos. In his very first season, he scored 166 goals. Word spread fast. Flamengo, the biggest club in Rio and the team Ronaldo loved as a boy, invited him for a trial. He went, he impressed, and they told him to come back the next day. But Ronaldo's family could not afford the bus fare. He never went back. That missed ride would haunt Flamengo forever. Instead, Ronaldo joined São Cristóvão, a smaller club he could reach by train, because back then there were no ticket barriers and no collectors. Under coach Alfredo Sampaio, his talent was impossible to ignore. Former World Cup winner Jairzinho was coaching at São Cristóvão around that time and reportedly helped connect Ronaldo to Cruzeiro, a top club in Belo Horizonte. At just 14, Ronaldo left Rio to chase a future in football. On May 25, 1993, 16-year-old Ronaldo made his professional debut for Cruzeiro. He scored twice. In November that year, he scored 5 goals in a single match against Bahia, making him the second youngest player to score a hat trick in Brazilian top-flight football after Pelé. In 2 seasons at Cruzeiro, Ronaldo scored 44 goals in 47 games and helped win the Copa do Brasil. He was still a teenager, and the whole world was watching. In 1994, Ronaldo moved to PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands, where he scored 54 goals in 57 games. Then came Barcelona. In the 1996-97 season, Ronaldo was unplayable. 47 goals in 49 games, 34 in the league alone, the Copa del Rey, the Cup Winners' Cup, and his first Ballon d'Or at just 20 years old. He was the most expensive player in the world, and he was only getting started. The 1998 World Cup in France was supposed to be Ronaldo's coronation. Brazil reached the final against the host nation. But hours before kickoff, something went terribly wrong. That afternoon at the team hotel, Ronaldo suffered a seizure. His body convulsed. He foamed at the mouth. His roommate Roberto Carlos screamed for help. Teammate Cesar Sampaio had to reach into Ronaldo's mouth to stop him from choking on his own tongue. Ronaldo was rushed to hospital. Tests came back normal, but the damage was done. Despite being dropped from the starting lineup, Ronaldo insisted on playing. He told coach Zagallo he was going out on that pitch. Brazil lost 3-0. Ronaldo was a ghost, a shadow of the explosive genius the world had come to fear. To this day, the exact cause of that seizure has never been explained. It remains one of football's greatest mysteries. Ronaldo had moved to Inter Milan in 1997 for a world record fee. In his first 2 seasons, before the injuries, he was devastating. 42 goals and 58 Serie A appearances in what was then the most defensive league in the world. Inter's medical team had already noticed degeneration in both of his knee tendons. They called in specialist Dr. Gerard Salient from Paris to monitor him. But nobody expected what was coming. On November 21, 1999, during a match against Lecce, Ronaldo was about to turn with the ball when he suddenly stopped. Something inside his right knee had snapped. His physio knew immediately. The center of the patellar tendon was torn. Ronaldo flew to Paris for surgery with Dr. Salient. He would miss 5 months. But this was only the beginning. April 12, 2000. After 5 months of rehabilitation, Ronaldo was finally ready to return. Inter were playing Lazio in the Coppa Italia. He came on as a substitute in the 58th minute. The stadium erupted. 6 minutes later, while attempting a body feint, Ronaldo stepped awkwardly on his right foot and collapsed. The tendon had ruptured again, completely this time. His physio Nilton Patron would later say, his kneecap actually exploded. It was by his thigh. The worst football injury I have ever seen. At the hospital, Ronaldo's knee had swollen to the size of a football. Multiple tubes were needed to drain the blood. The pain was so intense that Ronaldo cried out for morphine. He was 23 years old, the reigning FIFA World Player of the Year, and the entire world was writing his career obituary. Newspapers ran headlines declaring it was over. Pundits said he would never be the same player. Most thought he would never play again at all. For the next 2 years, Ronaldo disappeared from the pitch entirely. He missed the entire 2001 season. Every single day, he worked 9 to 10 hours on rehabilitation, without a break. His medical team was determined not to rush him back. The goal was to give him a long career, not just a quick return. But the mental battle was the hardest part. He had to fight not only his body, but the media, the doubters, and the creeping fear that they might all be right. By 2002, Ronaldo had fought his way back. He had played just 10 Serie A games that season, nowhere near match fit by elite standards. Brazil's qualification campaign had been poor in his absence. But Ronaldo was selected for the squad. Nobody knew what to expect. Some said he was finished. Others hoped for one last glimpse of O Fenomeno. What happened next went beyond anyone's imagination. Before the tournament, Ronaldo shaved his head into the most bizarre style anyone had ever seen. The cash jowl, a strip of hair across his forehead with the rest shaved clean. The world laughed. Children copied it. But Ronaldo revealed the real reason years later. Everyone was talking about my injury, he said. I cut my hair, and suddenly everyone was talking about the hair instead. I could stay calm, relaxed, and focused on my training. It was genius in disguise. Ronaldo tore through the tournament. He scored in the group stage. He scored in the round of 16. He scored in the quarterfinals and semifinals. By the time Brazil reached the final against Germany in Yokohama, Ronaldo had 7 goals. His speed was gone. His explosive power had been left on that operating table in Paris. But his instinct, his positioning, his lethal finishing, that was untouchable. In the final, he scored both goals. Brazil won 2-0. It was their 5th World Cup. Dr. Gerard Sallant, the French surgeon who had rebuilt Ronaldo's knee twice, was in the stadium that night, invited as Ronaldo's personal guest. After the match, Sallant said, "This gives hope to everyone who is injured, even those who are not sportsmen, to see that by fighting you can make it." Ronaldo won the Golden Boot with 8 goals, the FIFA World Player of the Year, the Ballon d'Or, and the Laureus Comeback of the Year. He dedicated the FIFA award to the medics who saved his career. Ronaldo went on to play for Real Madrid, AC Milan, and Corinthians before retiring in 2011. In total, he scored 330 goals in 499 career appearances, 99 caps, and 62 goals for Brazil. 3 FIFA World Player of the Year awards, 2 Ballon d'Ors. But numbers do not tell this story. This is the story of a boy whose family paid a doctor with shrimp, who missed his dream trial because of bus fare, whose body betrayed him at the peak of his powers, and who came back to prove that the greatest ability in football is not speed or skill. It is the refusal to quit.